If you want the latest in weather conditions, be sure to tune in to our Busy Bee Plumbing weather report each weekday on Mornings on Main Street. Brought to you, of course, by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. We will keep you updated on the latest conditions outside, like severe weather, heat, snow, rain, and even hail.
In Nashville, sunny with a high near 96. Heat index values as high as 105. Southeast wind around 0 miles per hour. New rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch possible.
Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. Thanks for joining us. Our public libraries, incredible places. It's a gathering spot. It's a location for us to get free access to information. It's a spot where little ones can let their imagination soar. Well, you know, for some youngsters, they don't necessarily have to make their way to the library. The books can actually be delivered to their door, and that is through Imagination Libraries. Today, we're focusing on Imagination Library of Montgomery County, because like many Imagination Library locations, this one also needs your help, because the lovely and incredible Dolly Parton, who created and started Imagination Library, well, she can't and she doesn't fund it all. Community support is also needed. So today we're going to hear about a fun fundraising event coming up in August to help the Imagination Library of Montgomery County, so we can make sure that not only the 10,000 little ones already receiving books continue to get theirs, but other little ones receive books like this bedtime tale, If I Were a Kangaroo. We'll have that information for you on how not only you can get your ticket, but why you should maybe look to sponsor a Kid for Imagination Library, because it doesn't take too much. And if you do sponsor, then your sponsorship can go on the back of a book. Not only that, we're going to hear about Bluegrass along the Harpeth happening this Friday and Saturday in the historic downtown Franklin Square. We'll have all the information that you need for that event. And I'm going to go ahead and give you the reminder, if you're out this weekend, please make sure to hydrate and keep an eye on your pets if you happen to take your pups to any events or locations over the weekend. But first this morning, let's get a check of our headlines. This weekend, Tennesseans are encouraged to take full advantage of Tennessee's sales tax holiday. The state's annual back-to-school tax-free weekend runs from Friday to Sunday, July 27th at 11:59 p.m. The sales tax holiday also applies to items sold online. A list of tax-exempt items and other information can be found at mainstreetmediatn.com. In a joint effort to improve attendance numbers, Robertson County Schools plans to begin new dialogue with the juvenile court system. According to the total number of students across the district that missed 10 or more unexcused days over the past school year, that number is 1,145. Based on the district's policy, parents of these students receive a letter, a follow-up letter, and then an invitation to meet with someone on an attendance committee at their particular school. If the parent or student is still unresponsive, they are then referred to the juvenile court system. Murfreesboro Fire Rescue Department now has 5 drones to help locate victims faster, assess danger zones, and to make informed decisions in real time. The department has 20 trained drone pilots and has stationed drones at fire stations across the city. For these stories and many others from our Middle Tennessee communities, head over to mainstreetmediatn.com. We'll be right back.
Deep in a forest at Nashville Zoo, new creatures here for you to view. Phantoms graced in black and white swing high in trees of dappled light. In rocky crags, tall and steep, small antelopes with nimble feet. A wise old man with beard of white, a sentry perched on stony height. Amidst it all, a hunter lies, with coat of gold and steely eyes. A new adventure just for you. Leopard Forest at Nashville Zoo. Open now.
They walk among us, but at 240 miles per hour, they become something more. They're thrill seekers, risk takers, and maybe just a little bit unhinged. Buckle up. This new era of speed, this racing revolution, it's just getting started.
There's a line that links us all. Most of the time, we don't even think about it. But it's everywhere. Illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart, we believe in the power of good energy. And as your family and region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Welcome back. For 20 years, families have been signing their little ones up for the Imagination Library in Montgomery County. Well, now this Imagination Library, like many others, they could use some community help. How are they doing this? Well, with a fun fundraiser. It is the Believe in Literacy Adult Spelling Bee coming up Tuesday, August 12th, and it's happening here at the Customs House Museum and Cultural Center. We have two board members speaking with us today to share with us about the work being done here by the Imagination Library of Montgomery County and how you can get your ticket to this fun fundraiser.
In Montgomery County, we serve almost 10,000 children, and where we're sending books to every single one of their homes.
One of the major things that I personally was not aware of until I was asked to be on the board was that while Dolly is very generous in lending her name and helping contribute towards the postage expense, the program expense, all in all, is not paid by Dolly. The board is responsible for raising at this time almost $120,000 a year, and that amount will continue to increase as the number of children that receive these books increases. So that was a big eye-opener for me. That's one of the things we're trying to really focus on as well, is educating people not only about the program, but that we also need funds to make the program possible. Another thing that a lot of people might not know about the program, and the board is so gracious to do and good at doing, is refurbishing, if that's the right word, the books that we are able to get back. So we delete the information that is on the label or on the mailing, and then we distribute those back out to the community, because there may be so many children that either were not fortunate enough to participate in the program or just need books. So we attend a lot of events and refurbish those and redistribute those books because they cannot be resold, and that's another great aspect and use of these books.
You know, when we're out in the community and we go to a lot of different events and we're making the families aware of what Imagination Library is and encouraging them to sign up so those children can build up their home libraries, which we know helps with early childhood literacy, helps them be more prepared for school, and it builds that bond, as you said earlier. But one of the best things is when they come up and they say, I remember that book. Those refurbished books that Julie is mentioning, the kids remember them. And then you also have parents that come up and say, do you remember when I read Sleep on the Train or Sleep Train, things like that. I mean, you can't put a price on that, because it's beautiful, and it's so heartwarming to know that they are building these memories, and it's because the community is supporting a program where all of these books are going out into their homes.
What sort of fundraiser do you have that we should know about?
Well, we have the upcoming Believe in Literacy, an adult spelling bee. That will be August 12th. Reception will begin at 5. The program will begin at 6. It is a fundraiser that started a few years ago and was held for a couple years, and then COVID and lots of things happened, and so we're trying to revitalize that event, and that again will be August 12th.
that is fantastic. So we buy tickets to the event. How can we be a part of that spelling bee? Like participate in it? How does that work?
So we have numerous sponsorship levels. You may start with buying tickets and attending, or you may become a sponsor. Those sponsorships begin at anywhere from $250 all the way up to the Queen Bee sponsorship in the amount of $10,000. I would point out, if you decide to be a Queen Bee, that as part of that, you can have your business name on every book that goes out to these children for a month.
In our beautiful Customs House Museum. So as they come in, they'll see all of the wonderful food, and then drinks are also available, and then there'll be some auction items for people to bid on, and then they'll move into the auditorium beginning at 6 o'clock, where we will start the fun, even more fun, I should say.
And the teams are composed of 3 contestants or team members. We have to have a limited number of teams simply because of time constraints. We all want to be conscious that it is a Tuesday night and it's on what we will call a school night. You have to get up and go to work the next morning. So we do keep the number of teams limited to keep the time of the event to a reasonable time. But we also want to give the teams ample opportunity to spell. People get really excited about spelling, Stefanie. So I'm not one of those people, but people get really excited. So we want to make sure that they actually have time to compete. But it's a fun competition.
It is a fun competition. There's bribing that's accepted at this event, and there are lots of other opportunities for fun. We have some great MCs. We have Kimberly Wiggins, our county trustee. She and Charlie Kuhn will be emceeing the event, and then our judges are going to be former Mayor Durrett, and we also have Lee Irwin and Janet from the EDC, Janet Wilson, that's right. When you're going to make a donation, so say they went to our Imagination Library of Montgomery County page, which is under the library page, and they went there, there is a section, do you want to designate this for a specific county? That's where they need to go in, and they need to choose Montgomery County, because we need that to keep the program going. And not every community in the United States is fortunate enough to have a program, and it's because the community contributes. But what we need to do is get the word out that Dolly doesn't pay for everything, so that they know that they can contribute. And for $16, they can sponsor a family for an entire year, or a child for an entire year.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Julie, for sharing this with us. What a fun night the Bee-Lieve in Literacy Adult Spelling Bee is going to be, happening right here at the Customs House Museum and Cultural Center in Clarksville. Would you like a ticket to this event? Would you like to participate by coming in and being part of the crowd? Well, do it. All you have to do is head over to Imagination Library of Montgomery County's Facebook page. You'll find the flyer there with the QR code to get your ticket to the Bee-Lieve in Literacy Adult Spelling Bee.
Being in Tennessee, we wanted to try to keep it as local as possible, so we have an entire section of our menu that is just dedicated to local whiskeys like Uncle Nearest, Jack Daniels, of course, George Dickel, Nelson Brothers, Greenbrier whiskey, and all of our taps are all local. From 2 o'clock until midnight, we've got food every day for you guys. A good handful of appetizers, some entrees, and a couple salads and things like that. My name is Ethan Kanana. Please come down and see us at the Pick Lobby Bar here at the Omni in Nashville.
If you want the latest in weather conditions, be sure to tune in to our Busy Bee Plumbing Weather Report each weekday on Mornings on Main Street. Brought to you, of course, by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. We will keep you updated on the latest conditions outside, like severe weather, heat, snow, rain, and even hail.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Welcome back. We're in Franklin right now in the downtown square area, and that is where a big event is happening this weekend. It is the Bluegrass along the Harpeth on Friday and Saturday right here. Mr. Tommy Jackson over this event. This has been going on since 1991, you guys. Are you excited for another year?
Every year is exciting. there's no 2 years alike, and it never gets boring.
No, it doesn't. For those like, okay, what is Bluegrass along the Harpeth? Well,
Bluegrass along the Harpeth was created in the preservation of old-time music and dance. And as we know, as we get older, you lose your childhood. You lose what your parents used to take you to these events. And we're trying to kickstart it again and keep this on going. Old saying goes, if we stay long enough, everybody else will catch up.
They will, and you should catch up with this. You know, we've had such a treat highlighting the Robert Spicer Buck Dance Championship there in Dixon.
Yes.
That is where I know Tommy Jackson from when I was knee-high to an alligator dancing with Mr. Spicer. There are so many of these events like this, or not so many. There's a few of them happening throughout Middle Tennessee. Am I right?
There's only four.
Right?
There's only four of us, 4 festivals left in the state of Tennessee. And back in the day, we were going to 15 to 20 a year.
That's right, yes.
From Alabama, Kentucky, Tennessee, and it was just a fun time. All the family load up every weekend and just head out.
What is it like for you to still have one of the last standing 4?
We feel very humbled that and honored that we can carry on the tradition of old-time music and dance. And the main thing that we look at is that trying to educate the children when they come down for the first time and see this. And they get excited, and a lot of them want to dance, and then they want to take music lessons, and that's when you win.
And you know, it is such a treat to watch the mandolin players, the fiddlers, the banjo players up there, and then of course to see the flatfoot dancers, the buck dancers, the cloggers.
The old time singing is my favorite.
The old time singing?
Yes, because you've got young kids doing old songs, and they're not rehearsed. When they get up, it's just like going to church. They're singing these old hymnals, and it's pretty cool.
And that is going to be right here at Franklin Square this weekend, Friday and Saturday. You have bands on the stage on Friday. 2
bands. We got Cutter and Cash Singleton out of and Kentucky Grass out of Kentucky, and then we have Little Roy and Lizzie out of Georgia. They will be the grand finale. We start at 7 o'clock on Friday night, go to 10.
Got it.
And then on Saturday, we start at 9 o'clock in the morning this year on Saturday. 9 o'clock a.m. and we go to 10 o'clock p.m.
It is an all-day event here. The main stage is over to our left, right over here. And then you kind of have the entire square blocked off.
Everything's blocked.
Blocked off. You have vendors that'll be down here. Do you have a lot of returning vendors?
We do.
Okay.
We do. And this year we have we have a race car coming in, the Grand Prix race that comes up in 2 weeks after our festival down in Nashville, and they're bringing one of their cars down for everybody to see. So that's going to be pretty cool.
I would say that it is. So make your visit to historic downtown Franklin, the square here, where you have this weekend's Bluegrass along the Harpeth going since 1991. Mr. Jackson, anything that we've missed?
The event is free.
It's free! Even better.
And we won't tell everybody, rain or shine. It's going to happen.
Love it. And again, come immerse yourself in Bluegrass, old style dance and music and singing. Mr. Jackson, thank you so much for continuing
Thank you.
Will you dance with me on Saturday?
Yes.
Awesome.
Saturday only.
Saturday only. Tommy Jackson, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us here at Mornings on Main Street today. We hope to see you here on Saturday at Franklin's Downtown Square. Have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Hey, let's go Strokes.
People are amazed at the variety and quality of guests we bring into Main Street Sports today. But when you've been in this business for nearly 40 years and you never throw away a phone number, it's pretty easy. Right, Wade?
Absolutely. And Wynn agrees with me. Check out some of our guests featured on Main Street Sports today.
Step back and catch my breath. But I expect nothing less from you, big boy. Let's get going.
We make it work pretty good. So
the fans are tremendous. It's fantastic.
It was really amazing.
performance. Yeah.
From preps to pros, you never know who's going to stop by, so be sure to listen to and watch Main Street Sports Today from 2 to 4 p.m. daily on the MSM TV app.